This 3-in-1 motorized slider and monopod by Moza is insane.
It definitely works better on a video tripod, but you know, I like to be different. Also, huge shout out to ECS Tuning, my first car sponsor ever, for hooking me up with some carbon fiber parts for my car. Didn't think that those shots were gonna come out as good as they did. Using my body to leverage the slide pod, I mean, I didn't even think they're gonna come out that good. But part of the reason is because I was using wider angle lenses, and that obviously allows me to, you know, it's easier to get stable shots using wider lenses. But if you're looking to get really pro looking shots with something like this, you're gonna wanna use a proper video tripod. I filmed the install of the parts that ECS Tuning sent me for my car using both of these. Check that out right now, and then let's go over some of the things that I don't like about using this. Couple of weeks with the SlidePod Pro. Here are some of the things that I like, some of the things that I don't like. It acts as a monopod, got some legs here. Attach it right over here. You can use that as a regular monopod because that's a very good fluid head on here. Tilt and pan, you can pretty much get any angle you want, and it's very rock solid. The camera does not move at all. Has very basic, easy to use functions. Basically a plus and a minus sign. So you hold the plus sign, this thing extends, and it extends at a rapid pace. And that's another thing I like, the variation of speed that you get on this thing. It books it. But when you want it to go slow, give it a couple taps, and the minimum speed on this thing, I mean, it's moving. I couldn't even tell that it was moving. It's moving at a very, very slow pace. For power, got over 5 hours of battery life. But if you plug in a power bank, you can get unlimited power on this thing. You've got 2 mounting points. You got one here, you got one here. You can put 2 tripods. You can use one like I do. That slider that I'm filming on right now, that's the Rhino Arc 2. I love that slider. It's my staple go-to slider. And because I just love the features that it has, and I love how as it moves on the rails, I can move the camera as well as it's doing. It's focusing on the middle. With something like this, you're just getting a regular sliding motion. What you could do is get a Moza gimbal, which I'm not gonna do, unless they send me one, and put it at the end of this, and you can also get very similar movements to what I'm getting on the Rhino Arc 2. But my biggest gripe with this thing, when you're using the app and the SlidePod Pro, it's pretty good with, like, you know, always responding to what I want it to do. It does a pretty good job of that. But my issue is that when I connect it to the SlidePod Pro on my phone, let's say I connect Bluetooth, ooh, connected, yes, I get my shot, cool. I put my phone down, all right, I'm setting up for my next shot. You know, I gotta turn like 20 knobs, get everything lined up right, ready to go. Or so I think I am. Then I go to my phone, and now my phone goes to sleep, and then you gotta reconnect again. It just disconnected, you know? Now, you could just take off sleep mode and just have it on all the time. I didn't wanna do that. You know, I felt like I shouldn't have to do that. So the process of using this thing is it took a lot longer than expected because of it just kept disconnecting, you know? So I think that's why I just went fully handheld, just held that thing out. It's obviously something that I wouldn't do on a professional shoot, but if I'm just having fun, trying to get some creative shots, like, it's something that you could do, you know? Because, you know, if you have the hands of a surgeon, you could do it. Oh, and one other thing that I almost forgot to mention is that the only other thing I don't like is the noise that it makes. Listen to this. It's a little noisy. Not a big deal, but let's just say you wanted to record audio as you did that. You're gonna hear a lot of that. For what you're getting, portability, you can get some really creative shots with this thing. I just hope that they could maintain that Bluetooth connection when the phone falls asleep. That's literally like the main thing. You know, the noise I can get over. Just, I wish it could be easier to use with the app because of that. Now, huge shout out again to ECS Tuning, because, you know, I am not a car YouTuber, but if you know me in person, you know that I love cars. And I'm gonna be showing that enthusiasm more on this channel when I'm testing out products. Thank you. ECS, looking for some tuner parts? You already know where to go. All right, baby. I'm out. Thanks. Ay.